Da 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 dee da 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 dum. Da 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 dee da da dee da da dum. Da 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 bum bum ba da dee ba dum ba da boom bum bay. You know, every now and then, it's kind of cool to stop in at the marketplace and see what kind of add-ons people have added to the Minecraft marketplace. And you start to realize there's a lot of really cool looking ones. And you just hope that somewhere along the way, some of them are going to be made even easier to get a hold of, you know? Sometimes you just hope that some of them are going to be made easier to get a hold of. But that's not the focus of this session. This session is going to be focused on some crazy shenanigans. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you're new to the channel, a big old welcome to you. My name is JGarda1, and I am your host, guide, and humble bard into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I am very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are back again, my friends, going to be diving into the world of Gyros just as soon as Minecraft finishes with this random, I guess, texture pack update? I don't know. Sometimes this thing is a little confusing with when and why it does those little update message thingies. It's weird. It's just weird. Sometimes it's weird when it does that. Oh, that's obvious information. Need diamonds. They get more common as you go deeper. Yeah. That's why most strip mining for diamonds happens at the bottom of the world. Be nice to animals. Well, I can't really guarantee doing that. The nicest I get towards animals is I provide them with all that they need. I provide them with food, I provide them with shelter. And if I can manage it, I provide them with a quick exit when it's time for them to be undone. That's right, I'm living in the stable at the moment. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. Last time, you guys may remember, we went ahead and tore up our igloo because I want to use this space to start building a house. I want to... Basically, we're going to tear down most of the buildings around here. Probably flatten out this space a little bit. And then we're going to build a house here. We're going to build a house that will hopefully be fit for the guardian that I am. We are also going to finally break down this dark oak tree that we made a while back. It's been sitting here because I don't have any guarantee of getting enough saplings to plant another, but we're going to make our chances better by getting a fortune enchanted hoe set up. And then once we got that, we're going to tear that tree down, and we're going to do some farming of other trees as well. Going to farm the oak, the acacia, everything that we've got access to, including the cherry blossom. We're going to farm it all. We're going to farm it all. We're going to get rid of as much of the snow as we can. And we're going to have a total tree-pocolypse. We are going to tear down all these big spruce trees. The only tree that will be safe is our beloved Christmas tree. I am not tearing that beauty down ever if I can avoid it. If I can avoid having to tear that down, I'm not going to tear it down, because that's the first time I've actually done a Christmas tree in Minecraft and actually liked it. I mean, I may have to go back later and change it up some. The color of the leaves is a little off to me. And the fact that snow keeps piling up on it annoys me. So I might have to put, like, moss carpets on top of some of the blocks used to make it. But that is the plan for this session. We are going to move stuff around. We are going to tear stuff up. We are going to make it so we can build a house somewhere over here in this general area, right here next to our greenhouse and our stables. And we're going to make it so that we've got space for living and space for storage. That's going to be a big thing. We got to make sure we've got room for storage, which means this is probably going to get torn out. These are going to get torn out. This house is probably going to get torn out as well. I've already moved the wolves that I had in here. So yeah, this is probably going to get torn down. This building, on the other hand, I think is going to be left here. And we might even... we might even do an experiment of if we can leash wolves outside at a fence and see if we can do that just to get some of the wolves moved around and give them more room to live, so to speak. Oh, and we're probably also going to end up getting even more lanterns to help light this place up and keep the snow to a minimum. I mean, look at how much of a mess this snow is. It is ridiculous how much snow piles up in the snowy region. It's like insane the amount of snow that piles up here. We have got so much stuff around here. It's crazy. What is this? Oh, this is where I'm pooling all the snow. That's right. I remember now. Been pooling the snow into one chest as best as I can. And then along here is just all the other stuff from all the other chests. Including a couple of extra chests that don't have anything in them worth anything. And then if I'm right, this chest here is, yep, that's the valuables. Including some steak that we're going to have to make use of before long as our main food. I do believe we've got... Oh, it's over here in this chest over here. In that... Oh, that chest is gone. Oh, no, it's not gone. It's just over here next to the smokers. That's right. Okay. I'm starting to keep track of how things are going. We might also see if we can get loyalty on this trident. Which I wish that the trident could have looting on it. Out of all the enchantments in the game, that's the one enchantment I don't understand tridents not having, you know? That honestly really confuses me. But yeah, our main focus is going to be tearing down the unneeded trees and the unneeded structures in this village area, moving things around and building ourselves a house of some kind, or at least getting things ready for a house. But first things first, I must make a hoe. We need a hoe, and we need it immediately. So let me see. We need a fortune-worthy hoe. A hoe that we can put fortune on that will last a little while, at the very least. What do we have that we can put? Okay, so it's just gonna have to be... It's gonna have to just be an iron one, a basic iron one, and we're gonna have to craft it fresh from the look of things. Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, I've probably got one back at the trading hall, but I don't know that for a fact. And if I don't know it for a fact, I run off what I can assume. And what I can assume is that we have a fortune man. We have a guy that sells fortune, at least one guy that sells it. And we have iron, which we can use to craft a hoe. So we're just going to do that and hope for the best. And I'm actually going to put these logs in here. Just get them out of the way. Hey, Leo! Glad you can make it, my friend. Glad you can make it. Hope you are doing alright tonight. Or today, if it is daytime for you. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you have a good time here on the stream, especially. Just making sure of what I have here. I don't want to use something I don't have. And I need leather. I'm realizing once more that I need a lot of leather. I don't really have much in the leather department. Well, there's an easy solution to that problem. Feed the cows. And once the cows are fed, gather leather from the cows. Wow, there's way more cows in there than I thought. We've already gone through 24 wheat, so there's 24 grown cows in there eating up the wheat. That's pretty good. Alright, so we can definitely sacrifice 20 cows for our leather needs. And there we go. Down to 4 cows remaining. 4 grown cows and a bunch of babies. Oh wait, now it's 5. How is it there's 5? I could have sworn a second ago it was 4 left. I'll leave whatever are there and we'll just roll from there. We just roll with it. Roll with the punches. Roll with the bunches. The bunches of punches. Roll with what we know. And what we know is that we've got leather and paper for books. And I need those books for trades. Let's go do some trading with the villagers. Get ourselves a fortune book we can put on the hoe. And probably also going to try to get in an unbreaking book too. We're gonna need that. We're gonna need unbreaking on the hoe. We don't really need to worry about efficiency so much. I'm not too worried about efficiency as long as I get fortune, because fortune will make it so that when we use the hoe to break leaves, we'll get more saplings and sticks. And we especially want the saplings. Hey, Ham! Glad you can make it, my friend. Although, I am not an old man, dude. It is good to see you, though, Ham. It is very good to see you. Glad you can make it to the stream. I hope you're doing alright today. Or tonight, if it's nighttime for you. Always gotta be aware of the fact that it could be day for one side of the world and night for another. I've always gotta be aware of that little fact. Hello. That's the prot guy. Might need to trade some books with him to get some more emeralds. Oh, I am doing pretty good. I am doing pretty good, my friend. Thank you for asking. Thank you very, very much for asking. Look at this guy's price for efficiency 5. That is insane. Oh, you've been having a tough couple of days? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I really hope these guys are refreshing their trades. It would suck if my librarian villagers were not cycling their trades. You know, refreshing their trades. Cycling trades is when you force them to cycle trades from bad ones to good ones. Oh yeah, time management is a pain in the neck. When it gets to a point where you have to manage how much time you're spending on everything in life, you know things are serious. You're dealing with some serious stuff going on. And it can be a pain in the neck. It can be a real big pain in the neck. I know that for a fact. Sorry that things sound like they're getting stressful for you, Am. All I can say is best thing to do is roll with the punches. Just roll with the punches. It's going to be a pain in the neck, I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be a pain in the neck, going to be a real irritation having to do so. But I firmly believe you can handle it, my friend. I do indeed. I firmly believe you can handle it. Yeah, that definitely is sounding like full days ahead, my friend. But again, I firmly believe that you can handle all you're having to deal with. I do. Oh yes, study time, free time, gotta be able to get them both in there if you can. So yeah, I know your pain, my dude. I know your pain. Been there, felt that kind of strain, felt that kind of stress. It ain't fun, but you'll get through it. I do believe you'll get through. Alright, where is the guy that sells Unbreaking? I know I already passed him, but I want to make sure I'm trading with the right guy. That's Aqua Affinity. Don't know why he's offering that at such a high price. That's Efficiency. That is a much better price than the other guy. Oh, well, if you love a busy life, if you enjoy a busy life, then hey, more power to you, my friend. More power to you. Me, I prefer life to be a little more laid back, but I respect people who can handle a busy life. Alright, so this is the guy I need to trade with to get my Unbreaking book. Trade some of that with him. And then I'm going to have to trade iron with the Iron Men. That's what I'm calling my 5 smithies. We've got Tim, the Toolman, the second. Trading in tools, of course, who is the first of the Iron Men. Second Iron Man, we have Lance, the weaponsmith. Short for Lancelot, in honor of Sir Lancelot from the legends of King Arthur. And then we've got 3 more iron guys. We got Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying everything. Sounds good to me. Oh, and we are out of usable iron for this trades. That's not good. But we've got more than enough emeralds for the Unbreaking book, so that's good to me. I just gotta remember where he is. Oh, Mr. Umbro. Where are you, Mr. Umbro? I don't really know what to call half of these guys. I know what I call my smithies, but I don't know what to call any of these other dudes. Yes, unfortunately, music, this is a private world. It is a world that I must keep single player, unfortunately. But you are welcome to stay and hang out in the chat if you would like to. We always welcome anybody in the chat who can respect our family-friendly rules. Oh, nice, nice. Sounds like a solid plan, my friend. Sounds like a solid plan, Ham. And a solid plan is a good plan. You see that little cat just moving around here and making that little noise? That's kind of cute. Minecraft cats are cool. I gotta say, Minecraft cats are cool. Wouldn't know about the real ones, because I can't be around them. Alright, so we got Mending, Fortune, and Unbreaking for our Iron Hoe. I have no idea music. Unfortunately, I don't know such people. Personally. You would have to ask around in other channels. Alright, take out this these llamas, this trader. Yes, they can be. Yes, they can be, Ham. They can both be very, very cute. Eventually, we've got to make that portal there and go to the Nether, because eventually I'm gonna need to go mining for netherite. Not really something I want to do right away, but I mean, come on, we've been on this world long enough. It wouldn't be able to be classified as right away anyway. Yeah, I'm acknowledging that we've been on this world for a while. Look at the day count. 373 in-game days played? Come on. Although, to be fair, a lot of those days have been spent AFK, so it's not quite as many days as it would imply. Alright, so, let's see here. The hoe. Give it unbreaking. And that's not great. I just lost my anvil. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. I kind of get it. I kind of get it, Ham. Gotta go see if I've got any iron in the iron tower. If I do, great. If not, we've got a problem. Because I need to make another anvil. Nah, I think I kind of understand. I think I kind of understand there, Ham. Going up. Sadozy. Check in there. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to break into the iron I didn't want to use. And anvil. I didn't want to use those iron blocks. Those are there as a filter for the storage. But if I don't go ahead and use them, we're gonna be out of an anvil. And I don't want to have to sit here AFK building up more iron from more iron blocks. I do not want to have to spend stream time doing that. AFK off stream time is one thing, but on stream time, no. Don't want to have to do AFK stuff for that. I mean, unless it's just a stream where I'm just going to sit here and chat with you guys, which I wouldn't be against doing those, but unless I know I'm going to do that, I don't want to do things that way. I'm also going to need to make it so I can get ender chests. We're going to need an ender chest at some point, so that's another reason to get into the nether. Get blaze rods so we can get an actual ender chest going. Alright, Ham. You have a good night, my friend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I've still got the wheat with me. Need to feed what cows we have. We don't have very many cows left, but let's feed them up. And now I need my scaffolding. After I get rid of some of this other stuff. Got a lot of stuff. Stuff and nonsense. Stuff and nonsense. No Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas? And that's a reference, my friends. That's what we call that's what we call a reference, friends. That's what you call a reference. It's a funny little quote from a potentially funny little show, or movie, or what have you. Why did I put this chest over here? Oh, that's probably to store some stuff that I had on me before. Didn't end up using it. Surprise, surprise. Alright. I'm a little skeptical if this is a good idea, but I'm thinking we might be planting our pale oak saplings soon. I do. I think we're going to end up planting the pale oak saplings before long. Simply because I kind of want to use that whitish wood in some builds. If you've seen the previews and trailers and such that introduce the pale garden, you've seen it's a pretty cool looking white wood. Or white-ish. And I'm thinking I want to use it. Where is my scaffolding? I don't like going off on a tangent, but where is my scaffolding? Aha! There it is. I was wondering where it had gone to. Ow. Well, that didn't work. Alright, that's all the snow out of the way. And now, we break down the leaves. And hope that we get enough dark oak saplings from this to be able to plant another dark oak sapling. Or two. Preferably 2 or 3. Yeah, 3 or 4 dark oak 3 or 4 dark oak trees worth of saplings would be nice. See what I did there? I kept not so subtly increasing the number. Scoop it all up. So we're probably going to use some dark oak in the build too, if we can. Sweet. 10. That's good. I'll take it. 10 is good. 12 would have been better. But 10 is good. 10 is a good solid start. It starts off our dark oak production quite nicely. Now the question is, where do I plant these? It needs to be somewhere close by. Also, how do I plant them? I don't have... Hang on. I need to get my water bucket. I need to reclaim my water bucket from wherever I've put it. Because I need water to wash away the snow. There you are. Gotta move some stuff around. Gonna have to use a mix, I think, of scaffolding and blocks to set up a kind of a stair that the water can fall down. In order to clear out as much snow as we can. See? That's what I was hoping for. Now the water will go down and should wash away a good amount of the snow. At least that's the theory. But that doesn't account for the weird way that Minecraft handles water movement. Of course, Minecraft does handle water very strangely. The way water spreads is not handled in a way that makes sense. Let's try this. When snow interrupts the tree-pocolypse. Quite a frustrating situation. Well, that clears up a bit. Possibly a little more than I was expecting. That's good. Now just wait for it to go most of the way down and we can start chopping this back down. I think I'm missing some dark oak logs. I think some might have been outright destroyed. Oh, nope, there they are. Never mind. Alright, bedtime. Bedtime, bedtime, time to run to bed. Bedtime, bedtime, time to go to bed. We got to go and get in bed. We got to go and get some sleep. And get out of the night so we don't get knocked out. I think I did lose one of my scaffolding, though. No big. No big deal. I lose a little scaffolding, I lose a little scaffolding. Not too big a deal. Mostly, I just needed to clear out some space so I can plant these dark oak saplings where they'll be able to be seen when they grow. Oh, nope, there's the missing scaffolding piece. That's good. But we did lose a dark oak log at some point. No big deal. We'll recover. Alright, dump that stuff in there. Next thing on the agenda. The spruce tree-pocolypse. Gotta climb up here. Oh, I knocked one of my cats out of position. There we go. Alright, got to compress the snow. More snow. Let's go get some more of these trees built up. Hey, dinos. You been having trouble with someone kicking you from their stream or something? That's what you said kind of implies. It's probably obvious, but Anyway, hey man, glad you could come. Glad you could come to the stream, dinos. Glad you can make it. Okay, that was quite the drop. Now, I believe it. I believe that you're not. Going up. Hey, thank you for posting the rules, dinos. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate you doing that, pal. Pin that, and... Whoa, where... Okay, that's weird. Jump! The Tree-pocolypse has begun. I should probably say it more casual-like. Like the one character ends up saying, "The revolution has begun. The Tree-pocolypse has begun. We're tearing down all the big oak, the big spruce trees that we planted, so that we can use the wood to make our home. Or at least start prepping the area for it. It's going to take a lot of time and resources to do this. It's definitely going to take a lot of time to break down all these trees, but I am nothing if not determined. You know, sometimes I wish that you could use a smithing table and a single diamond to upgrade an iron tool into a diamond tool. And I say that mainly because I now have an iron tool that I don't want to lose. And yes, it's this hoe right here. But it's iron. Its durability is not great. It's going to break. Inevitably, it will break before I can get a diamond tool of the same kind of potency. And that bugs me a little bit. I try not to let it show when that kind of thing bugs me, but it does. Unfortunately, the only solution I can think of would be to have an add-on or something that makes it possible. And I don't know if there's any way to have an add-on like that. Would be kind of cool if there was, though. I mean, hey. It's an idea. Okay, run to a bed, time to run to a bed. Gotta run and get in bed so we do not die. I don't want to get knocked out by a stinking stray. So we go and run to bed at the end of the day. That almost felt like a nice start to a Minecraft song right there. I can't remember. Are auto crafters a thing in Minecraft now? In vanilla? I feel like they are, but I can't remember for sure if they have been implemented or not. If they have, then I need to set one up to do snowballs into snow blocks. And just have an automatic machine pumping them into a chest. Because you never know, you might want snow blocks for a build down the road. But I don't necessarily want to have to deal with constantly changing them myself, you know? Whoops. I did not mean to toss that out. That was weird. Currently just using this chest to store miscellaneous stuff, anything I get from this process. But that does make me wonder, how do you craft the crafter? I'm gonna come over here and see if I can find the recipe. There it is. Oh, that's not bad. Takes a dropper, 2 redstone, 5 iron. So what does it take to make a dropper? I forget what it takes to make a dropper. That's just a redstone dot and... yeah, that's just a redstone dot and some cobblestone. We should make one of those. Hey! I just realized we can, in Minecraft, we can now make automatic... ooh, we can make systems that automatically refuel super smelters with dried kelp blocks. Oh, the ideas that just started percolating in my brain. Oh, my mind is bubbling up some interesting thoughts now. I'm liking the ideas that are running through my mind. I'm very much liking those ideas. And there is the first ever crafter that I've ever actually made. To my memory, anyway. Okay. Hang on. Let's put away the dust. The iron. Let's grab some snow. Some blocks. Definitely grab the snow anyway. And what I want to do is boop, 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 boop. And then this works, if I remember, just by having it turned on, right? By putting a yes! Okay. And then we can feed from that into a hopper, can't we? Can we feed a hopper into that? and then feed that into something? I feel like we should be able to. I want to experiment here. I'm going to experiment. Whoops, I did not mean to break those. A moment of pause for an experiment. Okay, so we'll have to put the hopper in front of it. It just spits it out. Haha! So we're gonna have to put this on a clock. Okay, so this is gonna need to be on a clock. Otherwise it's not gonna do it. It's per redstone pulse. Okay, that's another reason right there to go to the nether. Quartz for observers. Put it on an observer clock. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's just one observer facing into another. And then whatever you want to power, you put at the back of one of these. You put at the back of the one of the observers. Okay, that is cool. That's cool. And then we'll just have a chain of chests going down to Deep Slate if we have to, in order to store all the snow. So that we can clean this up, pick it up, and put it where it needs to go. And we can get an allay to feed the stuff into that system. At least that's an idea. That's an idea how to automate snowball compression in Bedrock. I want to do that. I want to end up doing that. That would be good. That would be good. Okay. This is the thing I'm gonna do that's a little risky, because I don't know how it actually works. I want to farm this. I want to farm up some pale wood. But that comes with an unknown. Is that going to put me in danger of having to tango with the creaking? I heard a rumor that you could actually tame, or you could actually have creakings that serve you. I don't know if that's true or not. If it is, please let me know. I also don't know if a player planted pale oak will spawn creaking or not. This wood actually looks really good. And look at the color of the... Okay, yeah, I'm glad I planted that, because that's going to be good stuff. That is so cool. And we got a lot of pale saplings out of that, too. 20 pale oak saplings? Holy moly, we really did get a lot out of that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to plant another one. I'm going to plant another one, and we're going to gradually build up a stockpile of the pale wood and the pale saplings. Good grief. That really is a lot. I didn't realize I'd get so much for just one tree. If you ask me, that's a big... That's good. Hey, that's good. Getting that much for that little bit of effort? I'm all for that. I am all for that kind of situation. I think that tree will go ahead and leave for now. That particular big spruce we will leave. This one, on the other hand, we're gonna chop. Alright, let's duck into space with a bed. Take a nap. So that's cool how the crafter will put it into a chest if it's facing it. That's cool. And now we know the system will work. I know the system will work. I know how to make it work. I'm looking forward to experimenting with that. And I'm loving the pale oak. The pale oak wood looks really good. And I'm eager to make use of it. I am. I'm eager to make use of that stuff. I find it funny that I planted it the way I did. I don't even know if it requires a 2x2 like dark oak, but I assume that it does. So I place it as one would if one were making a dark oak tree. Just working on the assumption that that's what you're supposed to do to make the tree grow. I find it funny. In the absence of information, an assumption is made. And from that assumption, I achieved success. Normally, to make an assumption is to make a big mistake. Yeah, get out of here, polar bear. You want to come getting aggro on me for no reason? I'm gonna roll that head of yours over the floor. That got a little dark, yes? No? Yes. Yes, I think it did. I apologize. Oppa! Okay, that took a lot more damage out of me than I was expecting. Lesson learned. Alright, Dinos. See you, my friend. It was good having you. As always. 'Tis always good to have you along for the ride. Go. Scoop up the logs. One more tree that I want to break down over in this spot before I remove the scaffolding. Another one. Another lovely pale oak has grown. Awesome. Whoops. Going up. Okay, that time we only got 9 saplings. So it's definitely not consistent with the fortune. But it's more pale oak. That's all I really care about. More spruce, more pale oak. Whoops. I gotta go tear down this little bit of scaffolding over here before I forget about it. The tree-pocolypse, the devastation of the trees. But don't worry, we'll replant them at some point. Excellent. This is working out very well. Getting a lot of spruce wood out of this, and doing this every time we come over here and break down some trees, we give the pale oak enough time to grow. So it's working out big time. Going up. Time for another one. Time to chop down yet another tree. Oh, I am gonna have to go do some trading soon, though, and repair my my axe. It's almost broken. Snow is going to make this a little more complicated, but still need to tear down these trees. So let's go ahead and climb up and get on with it. Once more. One more tree. Going up to Dozy. Ow. Yeah, I knew that was gonna hurt, but meh. Hello, Buzzies! Welcome, Buzzies, to Guardian Studios, the family-friendly gaming channel of JGuard01. Hope you are having a good day or night, and I hope you continue to have such, and I hope you enjoy the channel. Again, we are family-friendly, so please keep any chats family-friendly, and you are welcome to stay. Ah, no worries, Buzzies, no worries. Do you prefer to be called Buzzies, or do you want to be called Buzzy? I'm good with calling you either one, just want to know what you prefer. Either way, thank you for having been a subscriber for a while now. Hope you continue to enjoy the channel, Buzzy. Excuse me. I really wish there was a way to skip this snowstorm. Hey. Snow, go away. Snow going. Snow going with the snow. Yeah, unfortunately the world is not able to be public. This time it is simply not possible for me to make the world public. I do not have Plus. I do not have PlayStation Plus, so this world cannot be made public. But you are welcome to stay and hang out in the chat even then. And I may at some point be making a world where some of the viewers can join me for some crazy Minecraft mayhem anyway. But we will see on that part. It may take some time to get that going. Oh, the old bamboo, the old bamboo. You better never borrow the old bamboo. You can have the hat of the bumbershoe, but you better never borrow me old bamboo. Or you better never bother me old bamboo. Boing, 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 boing. Toss those sticks in there. Run around a little. Tower up for this pale oak. Which I am loving, the pale oak, even as just a tree to farm. It's somehow very satisfying to farm this tree. Also a very delightful, lovely shade of white. A very nice color. I like it for that as well. Okay, we got how many of these pale oak saplings this time? Make sure I scoop them all up before I check. 15. Nope, 17. We got 17. Nice. Let's plant another one. Gotta make sure we got more pale oak coming in, because I want to use that in some building. Thank you very much, Buzzies. Oh yeah, I totally understand. Single player can get to be a little dull after a while if you've done nothing but single player for a while. And it's always more fun to play Minecraft with other people where you can. So I totally understand what you're saying there, man. Totally understand. Alright, gonna have to repair my axe and my hoe. That's gonna take a lot of materials to restore, but I think I can take some from here. Grab a whole bunch of potatoes, some carrots, just as much as I can fit in my inventory. And let's head over to the trading hall. I love my greenhouse. Stables I'm not as fond of, but I still like them. And I like that I was able to make such a simple but efficient kelp farm. I'm really going to have to set up an auto smelting, crafting into dried kelp blocks kind of system for that. That'd be really good. Be really cool. And for Delon, right over here. Doesn't necessarily seem like such a major build, but it was satisfying to make. Extremely satisfying. Did not mean for emeralds to go in there with him. Okay, he now accepts pumpkins and can sell me pumpkin pie. That's good. Where's Potato Man? Here's a Potato Man. Hey, Potato Man! Mr. Potato Head! That's probably what I'm gonna end up calling him. I'm gonna call him Potato Head. That's funny. That is really funny. The idea of calling that guy Potato Head. I like that idea. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm having a bad feeling that some of these guys are not restocking. I have a feeling some of these guys are not restocking their trades at all. Some of these librarians. That's very not good. If they are not restocking, then I gotta figure out why. And fix the problem. It might be a matter of having to move them around. They might have been latching onto each other's workstations. Either that or I'm just not here at the right time for them to restock. Which is very possible. What did I just see? Impaling. Okay. For a split second I thought that said mending. I don't know why. I think for a second mending popped into my mind. I'm also going to have to farm some more moss for moss carpets. I was looking to see if any of these guys had lanterns I could trade for. Get me something useful out of these guys, as well as get me more emeralds. I did not mean to click on that log. You gotta be careful when you're looking at logs and holding an axe. Actually, you're better off just not even looking at the logs while you're holding an axe. Because all you're going to end up doing is misclicking and messing up the log-based part of the build. Just wanted to get some trades to repair my axe. Trading hall is the one consistent form of XP farming I have right now. Until I can make a mob farm, which is going to happen. I'm going to end up having to find a skeleton spawner somehow and use that to get a whole boatloads worth of XP. Do a whole ton of XP farming there. This, yep, that's Potato Head. And unfortunately his trade went up in price. Lovely. That's okay though. Not too big a deal. How about you, sir? You do not yet have the Bottle of Enchanting trade unlocked. You do, however, have a Redstone trade. And a Lapis trade. I'll go ahead and use those. I shall make use of those to get a little more XP for my axe. I miss the days of the Supreme Smelter. That's what I look back on most fondly out of all the bugs that I've encountered in Minecraft. They call it a bug, I say it was a feature. A feature that they thought was too overpowered. And yes, it was overpowered, potentially too much, but it was way more helpful than what we're able to do now. What we're able to do now pales in comparison to the Supreme Smelters. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we used to be able to use even just a basic furnace, cook stuff in the furnace, emptying it out with a hopper, and then power the furnace, which would stop the hopper from working, let an item cook, and then pull that item out of the furnace directly, and we'd get all the levels that that furnace had accumulated since it had been placed. And if you did that when the glitch was first found, or when this feature was first in there, you could get a boatload of XP in a hurry. It was incredible for mending. It was incredible for mending systems. Nowadays, you have to hope you can get a mob spawner to use as the basis of a mob-based XP grinder. The furnace glitch was a true XP farm. What we have now is just an XP grinder issue. And it is an issue because it is a pain to do what we have to do now, constantly. To constantly have to do that is frustrating. I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. It was like, why did you change it when it was working out fine for everybody? Nobody had any problem with it, and yet you remove it. Why? But then, they do want to make it so that you have to go out and explore more, I guess, so that's part of why they did it. But it still annoys. It really does. Alright, so I've got another pale oak to break down. I like that the pale oak drops leaf particles like the cherry blossom trees do. I really hope that they make it so that all the trees do that. They just need to make sure that the ones that end up being dense forests do it less than the others. Because say you're going through just a basic spruce forest of some kind, if all the spruce trees are constantly dropping leaves, that's going to be a particle-based lag machine. that isn't even going to be made by the player. It's just going to be a naturally spawned lag machine. And nobody wants a naturally spawned lag machine. I mean, I'm sure there's some bugs and glitches that can be made to work with lag machines, but nobody wants the world to be lagging out because of something that just naturally spawns, you know? But I do hope that they make it so all the tree types give some kind of leaves. I can understand not having the Crimson and Warped Nylium trees, quotation mark, trees, do it, because they don't have leaves, they have wart blocks. But at the same time, all the ones that have actual leaves should have that feature, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. I'm sure there's people out there that disagree. People that think that it should only be the new trees that have it. Because it doesn't... They'll say that it doesn't fit the old trees. They didn't before, so why should they now? That kind of argument. I say they didn't before because they didn't... Either they couldn't do it before, or they just didn't bother at the time. Now they're doing it with the new stuff. Why not go back and revamp the old to have that feature as well? Because it's a beautiful ambient. It's a beautiful ambience to have the falling leaves. It works very well with the cherry blossom tree. And with cherry blossom trees, considering how big they spawn, I think them having as many leaf particles as they do per cherry leaf block is perfectly fine and beautiful. The pale garden trees, it seems, the pale oak, gives way fewer leaves by comparison. And I like that. Because that's a dense... Based on what I've seen, that is a dense new biome. The trees grow in very close proximity to each other. If it's anything like the dark oak forest, then they grow very tightly packed together, and it would not make sense to have them all be constantly giving a ton of leaves every second. Because that would just be a particle nightmare. But having some of them give some leaves makes perfect sense to me. But I would love it if we could get even more shades and colors of wood. Like, we now have a white oak wood. We now have white wood with the pale oak. They should really add in wood types that are more of the other colors. We need more wood types with the other colors. Even if they're not technically a tree. Builders, for sure, will eat up new wood types with a gusto. They will love it. I, for one, love it. And I'm not even that good of a builder. But that's my thoughts on that. And I'm sure everybody else has their own thoughts, so maybe you want to share those in the comments? Anyway, I think that's going to do it for now, guys. This has been a fun little session. We've knocked down a whole bunch of trees. We've started farming pale oak, which, again, I am really glad we have it now. And I'm probably going to end up using it in our future builds. But for right now, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to leave likes, comments, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course, make sure to smack that notification bell so you don't miss the next stream. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly. And of course, most important of all, share the channel with your friends if you think they might enjoy the content. That all being said, I am JGardo1, your guide, bard, and humble host, saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!